My friends, welcome back to another episode of Leadership Synergized. Today, we are honored to sit down with a remarkable leader and visionary, Dr. Michael Koku. Dr. Koku is a physician, Maxwell Leadership Certified Executive Director, and a gifted communicator known for turning complex ideas into practical, life-changing steps. He's authored 12 influential books and leads global leadership initiatives that are transforming lives across business, education, healthcare, and ministry. Get ready. This conversation will empower you to grow, lead, and elevate your impact. Kevin Smith, and Dr. Koku has been so gracious to give of his time, and he's been with us now for 4 episodes of the program. And Dr. Koku, we talked a bit about your latest book, Lead Yourself, and you talk about the use of acronyms. One of the acronyms in the still part of the mantra of Still Kevin is the first L, which is love. And you talk about care and leaders and individuals needing to care. One of the challenges that I find in life is that too many times we are held back because of, quite frankly, we as individuals don't love ourselves the way we should love ourselves. Meaning, one of the challenges Jesus gave us was to love others as he loved us, but to do unto others as we would do unto self as well. If we're not able to love ourselves, to respect ourselves, to be our own best friend, I believe we kind of hold back, and the value we can bring to someone else is less than what it could be in that setting. When I hear you talk, my friend, you represent and emulate that love of self that really emulates loving self so you can love others at the best. Talk a little bit about your experiences there in your career.
Well, when you talk about self-love, a lot of people have guilt with self-love. And what I want to tell people is self-love is not self-centeredness. It is stewardship. It is stewardship. Because the thing is that self-love is what leads to self-care. Because self-care helps you to say no to so many things that doesn't serve your purpose. And most of the time, it's very hard for us to say no. But no is a complete sentence that we need to say. We need to say no to any bad company that doesn't help our purpose, that doesn't serve purpose. I have to say no to so many things every day. And the thing about this is, if you don't know where you're going, you would keep saying yes to everything that won't serve your purpose. So self-love leads to self-care. And self-care is what really helps a leader to care more for people. So I don't want any leader listening to us to feel bad. At times, leaders feel bad when they are taking time to grow themselves, their phone is off. What if somebody call me and I'm not available to listen to me? You can help people when you are empty. It's like a car that is out of gas. That car has potential to help, but it can help nobody until you fill the car with gas. So I want to see you need to have time for yourself, time that you recharge yourself. This is why you can bring the best of you to the rest of the world. So self-love is not self-centeredness. It's rather stewardship, because we are a steward of his manifold grace. For you to be able to steward your gift, the gift that God has given to us, you need time to recharge. Time. That's why when I'm doing my reading, I have time. I read the Bible. I have time. I read my 11 books every day. My phone is off. I'm totally disconnected to any distraction, and I do it early in the morning. So that's it. So it is a discipline. Like I said, discipline will lead to habits. Habit leads to consistency, and consistency will lead to growth. And there's something I want to share at this level. I've shared this that has helped a lot of people. And the person talks about how the question is, how do you create an habit that serves you? Because as a leader, you can elevate your leadership until you create an habit that serves you. So one thing that we have to realize is this: there's no such thing as habit remover, but there's such thing as habit replacement. So that means you can remove an habit, a bad habit, until you replace it with another habit. So the question is, how do you do that? Let's say you have a bad habit, you're not reading. There was a time, after I left medical school, I was committed. I'm a good reader. I love to read every day. But after some time, I lost that momentum. I became lazy, that I can hold a book for days, maybe just reading 1 or 2 pages. And that book will be with me for weeks turn to months, until I begin to go to my Baba. I have a Baba from Vietnam. I was with him yesterday. So this Baba would just he was seeing this book with me. Initially, it was quiet. Then later, it's like it's the same book all the time. I said, I used to reading this book. Initially, to let you know that my conscience was just flat. My conscience was dead to it. I wasn't paying attention. Then the more he says this, the more he begin to wake me up. And one day I said, oh, this man is troubling me a lot. I'm paying you to cut my hair. Now you're talking about my book. One day I decided to silence him. So guess what I did? Well, some people say, oh, maybe you finished the book. No, I didn't. The habit was still there. I took a different book. And when he saw a different book, he was quiet. And I was so happy. But guess what? My conscience came alive. My conscience said, you are a fraud. I said, I didn't say nothing. I said, yes, you don't have to say something. You did something. And that was when my conscience wake up. The Baba was troubling me for twice a month. My conscience live with me every second.
Wow.
So I began to find the best way to grow until I came up with what I call the SOAR. I want to share this as to close up this session. So SOAR is just how to elevate your leadership by creating an habit that serves you. So let's say your bad habit is not reading a book. So your good habit is you want to read a book. You want to start from one book. So what you're going to do is this, and use the SOAR acronym. We know that ego, SOAR. So we all have 2 natures inside of us, the Hippo nature and the ego's nature. The Hippo nature is the lazy nature that make us to remain our lower self. But the ego nature is what makes us to soar, to become the best version of ourselves. So this is what you do. X is the first alphabet. Start small. So let's say you want to start, you bought this book, Leader Lead Yourself, Unlocking Your Power with Personal Leadership on Amazon. You just bought it and you want to read it. So start small because you've not been reading before. So what I mean by start small, so just tell yourself, I'm going to read 1 or 2 pages per day. And that's doable to everyone. It's just 1 or 2 pages. So start small. Don't say, I'm going to finish this book. No, you can't do that. You just started. So start small. Then the second alphabet is O. Make it obvious. So what that means is this. Obvious is you want to put the book where you can see it. There's this principle that I want to share about this, making it obvious. What making it obvious is all about is you want to make it easy for you to do the new habit. That's what making it. So to make it easy, you have to put the book where you can see it. And that's what making it obvious is all about. So all the books I'm reading, they are just around me. I can see it. So you make it obvious. If you want to read a book, you don't go and hide it where you can see. Make it automatic. So what do I mean by making it automatic? Now, there's this principle of habit pairing. If you want to introduce a new habit that serves you, You need to find out a habit that is already automatic. There are two habits that is already automatic in every one of us. The one of them is sleeping and eating. No matter how busy you are, you do it every day. So you now come up with a statement that before breakfast, I'm going to read 1 or 2 pages of this book. Or before lunch, I'm going to read 1 or 2 pages. Or before I sleep, because you are pairing it with eating or sleeping. Before I sleep, I'm going to read 1 or 2 pages from this book. That is automatic. So you are bringing the new habit of reading. You are pairing it with something that is already established, like sleeping or eating. So the last alphabet is R. Make it realistic. So what this means is this. Don't say, oh, I'm going to finish this book within 1 week. No, you just started reading. But if you say, I'm going to finish 7 or 14 pages, that is realistic. So make it small, make it obvious, make it automatic, and make it realistic. By the time you do that, you'll be able to read 1 book consistently for 1 month. So you're reading 1 or 2 pages per day. Guess what, Kelvin? You will now have the momentum to add another book to it. That's how I started. I started with 1 book. I'm on 11 books now. And when I'm done with the book, I have an accountability community called Train. Train is the Reading Addict Inspired Nations. I just finished reading this book. I replace it with books. I have one of the biggest library in the world. I used to go to the free library, but now I don't have time to do that. So I buy books. I've invested thousands of dollars for my library. I have a big library. A book came in for me yesterday. So I'm almost ordering books. I got some books on waiting list, waiting to be read. Yeah. So this is it. And I believe I just want people to take something that they can readily apply. Anywhere I go, I'm an apostle of learning. I like to inspire people to learn, to realize something about learning have to be something we do. And I learn Spanish every day. One of the things I do is I'm learning Spanish every day. Yeah.
Wow. Powerful advice. And I love it, Dr. Koku. It's growth that brings us energy that allows us to contribute to life and others. And Dr. Koku, as we wrap up, my friend, we didn't get a chance to talk about your LAMP Global community, but our viewers and listeners can go to lgcleadership.com to find more information. God bless you for what you do with that community, my friend. And I hope we can come back together and just deep dive into that here in the future.
Yeah. Okay. You want me to talk about the LAMP Global community?
Yeah, just briefly here. Just give us a highlight overall.
Quickly. So, the LAMP Global community was established about 2.5 years ago. That was February 2023. And so our vision for the LAMP Global community is attracting, developing, and multiplying leaders. And I'm privileged to work with 25 strong leaders. These are top-notch leaders, high octane, high protein, and from different part of the world. And some of them, these leaders they work for top-notch organizations. One of our leaders, she's the head of our organization, which is an big health organization, and she has 1,300 people working under her. So we have another leader that has our own radio station that reach out to 170 countries every day. Those are the kind of caliber of people that I work with. These are people that brings something to the table, and everyone is bringing something to the table, and everyone is, and complementing and the system. So we do global conferences, and this year we are doing 5 conferences this year. Last year we did 4 global conferences. So twice a year we do what we call Made for More. That's our most popular brand, Made for More global leadership conferences. And we address hot spots leadership topics, and that we've had speakers like Marissa Nelson, Elizabeth McCormick. I mean, great. These are top-notch speakers that has come to share and on this platform, and people know the brand. They always just come and I mean, we've done like 5 made for more. The 6.0 is coming up March 2026, and we also have a brand called PL, Parent Empowered Academy for Right Leadership. So we are currently working on a conference coming up in 2 weeks. I know this is being recorded December 2025. So there's a conference coming up in December 20, and our Parent Empowered Annual Global Conference, and the theme is Empowered for Significance. That's the 3.0. So that one is for parent guidance or anyone, maybe grandparent in the position of parent, because we realize that parenting is need to be addressed. Because a lot of people, they just become parent. They don't even know, they don't have the skills. So parenting is a skills that is a learnable skills. So we create that platform, and we're also working on having our first inaugural magazine. So all the conferences, we always produce a magazine where people can have extra resources to further develop them. So we also have this Women Ablaze Global Leadership Conference exclusively for women and leadership. And then we also have a brand called Blaze of Change, Annual Global Youth Conference. That one's for youth. We've done the 1.0 and 2.0. The 3.0 is coming up next June. So we thriving and we growing, like I said, and we continue to find a way and to attract, develop, and multiply leaders at different stages of life. Yeah.
Fascinating, my friend. Dr. Koku, God bless you. We appreciate you so much. What words of wisdom, the passion, the energy. My friend, to me, you're at level 5. You've got one level 5 view here, okay? So you fill out the rest from that perspective. But please know, I love you, my friend, my brother. You're doing great things. And just thank you for all you represent in this world.
Thank you so much, Coach Kelvin, for this opportunity to add value to your leadership community. And I want to tell you something. I'm here for you, and it's all about serving people. I tell people, when you serve people well, you get 5 things. Number 1, you get better. I'm yet to see someone that serves people well that doesn't you get better, because service make you better than what you are before. Like, now I already get better. This past 1 hour, I get better. I've learned so many things, so you get better. Number 2, you get feedback. When you serve people, feedback is what you get when you feed first. And number 3, you get results. So you're able to change people's life when you serve. And the 4th thing you get when you serve, you get fulfillment. There's a fulfillment that comes with service, because you serve it in alignment with your assignment. And the last thing that you get is you get dinero, you get money, but you don't get that all the time. But the good thing is this: you don't lose what you give, you only lose what you keep. And that's why I like serving. I always want to find a way to serve, because the heart of leadership is service. So when you take service from leadership, there's nothing left. There's nothing left.
You don't lose what you give. You only lose what you keep. That defines Dr. Michael Koku. My friend, God bless you. I love you. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being here. There's no words to express the appreciation or what your presence here for all of us has meant. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
What an incredible conversation with Dr. Michael Koku. His wisdom, clarity, and passion for elevating others are simply unmatched, my friend. From leadership development to global empowerment, Dr. Koku continues to inspire leaders worldwide with practical strategies and a heart for service. Dr. Koku, my friend, thank you for sharing your time, your expertise, and your calling with us today. And to you, our listener, keep leading with purpose, keep growing with intention, and join us next time on Leadership Synergized. God bless, my friend.